Hey, good day everyone. Welcome to my channel, Mathematics of Today's Generation. Kung bago ka pa lang dito sa channel ko, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. At paki-hit na rin sa notification bell para updated kayo sa mga panibagong videos na i-upload ko. By the way, if you are a mathematics contestant, a math coach, you are a mathematics enthusiast, then this tutorial is for you. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. We are now on problem number 33. An algebra problem number 24. This problem is taken from the previous Philippine Mathematical Olympiad. So the problem goes, let P and Q be the roots of the equation x squared minus bx plus c equals 0. Given that the product of P and Q is to be maximum, then we want to find the value of B such that the sum of B and C is to be minimum. Okay, so let us now solve this problem. So for our solution, so let us apply the relationship between roots and coefficient first. So by relationship between roots and coefficients of the given quadratic equation. So we have P plus Q is equal to positive B and P times Q is equal to C. Okay, so this is the relationship. So the sum of the roots is equal to negative of negative is positive B, and the product of the roots is equal to positive C because the leading coefficient is equal to 1. Okay? Each of these result will be divided by 1. Okay, so now we are given that the product of P and Q is to be maximum. Now to attain the product of P and Q or the roots to be maximum, so we need to set a P to be equal to Q. Okay, so to attain the maximum value of P times Q, we set P to be equal to Q. So, the equations above can be written as P plus P is equal to B, and we have P times P is equal to C. Then, simplifying this, we have P plus P is equal to 2P is equal to B, and P times P is equal to P squared, which is equal to C. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to use this assumption that B plus C is to be minimum. So now, adding this, it follows that we have B plus C is equal to 2P plus P squared, and we can commute this one as P squared plus 2P, and then by factoring, since they have a common factor, which is P, so we have P times P plus 2 as the factor of this expression. Okay, so now, from here, we're going to observe some sets for which P belongs. Okay, so we're going to have here, observe that when P is an element of the set negative infinity to negative 2, an open interval, we obtain P times P plus 2 that would approach to positive infinity. So any value from this set, and after substitution, for the value of P within this set, so the result would approach to positive infinity. Okay, example. So if we have negative 3 is within this set, so we have negative 3 times negative 3 plus 2, so we have negative 1, then negative 3 times negative 1, so we have positive 3. So it means all of the values here would approach to a positive value. So it means it would approach to a positive infinity. Okay, now, okay, suppose P is an element of the set 0 to positive infinity. Okay, we have P times P plus 2. Okay, it will also approach to positive infinity. Why? Okay, so we're going to get some values, okay, within the set. So suppose we have 4 here. So we have 4 times 4 plus 2, we have 6. Then 4 times 6, we have 24. So it means, okay, it would result to a positive value. And all of the values here would approach to a positive value. So it would approach to positive infinity. So now, since we want to express B plus C to be minimum, so we are going to take only the set, okay, in which P belongs. Okay, so we have now, so it follows that we assume that P, it must be an element of the set, okay, negative 2 to 0. Okay, since you want to have P times P plus 2 to be minimum, because that is the equivalent expression for B plus C. So we take some values, okay, within this interval. Okay, suppose P is equal to negative 2, then we have P times P plus 2 is equal to 8. By substitution, we have negative 2. So we have negative 2 plus 2, so we have 0. Then negative 2 times 0, so we have 0 as the value when P is equal to negative 2. Next, when P is equal to, suppose, negative 3 halves or negative 1.5. So we have P times P plus 2 is equal to, so we're going to substitute. So negative 3 halves, so plus 2, so we have positive 0.5 or positive 1 half times 3 halves, so it means we have negative 3/4. Okay. Then, when P is equal to negative 1, so we have P times P plus 2 is equal to, so by substitution, we have negative 1 times negative 1 plus 2, so we have positive 1 times negative 1, so we have negative 1. And when P is equal to 0, so we have P times P plus 2 is equal to 0 times a non-zero would be 0. And now, okay, based from the result, okay, the minimum value, okay, of the product P times P plus 2 is equal to negative 1. We can say that, okay, for B plus C to be minimum, okay, we want to have the value of P which is equal to negative 1. So, we now have B is equal to 2P, and since P is equal to negative 1, okay, for this product to be minimum, so we now have 2 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2. Thus, the value of B that we look for is equal to negative 2. Okay, and I think, okay, this is a good place to stop.